going to go really fast, and it's going to be really simple because I want to make it through everything, and we have to leave really fast after this. So if you want to get in touch with us, if you have questions, I probably won't have question time because Beniko has to get back to Portland. We have to leave right after this. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to jet at the very end of the presentation. Beniko has another conference to attend. Very popular. If you need to keep in touch, please do. This Facebook group, basically all we talk about on this Facebook group, CI Liftoff, is the kind of stuff that I'm going to show you now, and story listening. So if this is interesting to you, you should definitely join, because people who are taking up these new types of comprehensible input are doing a lot of sharing and kind of problem solving on that CI Liftoff group. Okay, so the first thing that I need to do the demonstration is I need to have an artist, because it's very important that we have a picture of what we draw. So anybody in here really good with art? Anybody in here kind of good with art?
I'm in the form.
Awesome. What's your name?
Mary Chin.
Mary
Chin.
Mary Chin. Give her a big round of applause. For my new best friend. All right. So you're just gonna, I don't know, maybe you want to stand right over here, okay. And you're just gonna sketch. And if the thing is really, really tiny, Renington, you're still gonna make it really big. Okay, so it's like it's under a microscope. But I don't want these guys to see it, so you're just gonna put it down here. It's gonna be like a big surprise, okay? Because if a kid is up here like drawing on an easel, nobody's gonna be looking at me. So it's very important, class, that you look at me, and then we'll see what she's doing later. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna show you. It's called a one-word image, and I learned it from Ben Slavic. I've learned, like everything I've ever learned, I've probably learned from Ben. So he calls it a one-word image because you start with one word, and you end up with an image. So that's the mystery is now solved. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to create this character together, and we're going to like create it like right here, like it's invisible right now, but when we see her artwork, it will be visible to all of us. So all I need to start with is I just need some ideas of like what can this character be, like what kind of object could it be. I'm partial to toast, but what could it be? Just give me some ideas, people. A cookie. A cookie, that's cute. What else?
It's brown.
That's cute too.
Cartoon character.
A volcano.
A volcano, a pig.
A banana.
Oh, banana. I do like bananas. I think we're gonna go with the pig though. That's really cute. Classe, applaudissez-la! Classe, un cochon! Well, I don't have a lot of room here, but I'll just write it down. Cochon. Pig. Hey, classe, regardez! Oh, that means look. So show me regardez. Classe, regardez le cochon! Classe, regardez-le! Oh, classe, un cochon! Il y a un cochon dans la classe de français! C'est magnifique! Un cochon invisible! Hey, classe, regardez le cochon! Et pensez! Oh, that means think. So show me pensez. Show me regardez. Pensez. Regardez. Classe, regardez le cochon. Regardez-le. Et pensez au cochon. Pensez-y. Classe. Pensez. Imaginez le cochon. Regardez-le. Pensez-y. Imaginez-le. Classe, de quel... Oh, sorry. Classe, regardez-le. Il est grand ou petit? Petit. Grand. Oh, classe. Il est grand le cochon ou il est petit?
Il est petit.
Elle dit grand. Il dit petit. Okay, this is when we need a second professor in this room because I can't have a mutiny among you kids. So would you point to somebody near you who's like, okay, it's a special kind of person. They have to be like really tough, but really fair. So if you know somebody like that in this room, just point to them right now. Oh, obviously it's you right there. What's your name? What is your name?
Karina.
Karina. Yeah. Yes, have a seat, Karina. Everybody give her a big round of applause. Karina, je suis professeur numéro 1. OK, c'est moi, la prof. OK, professeur numéro 2, Karina. Professeur numéro 2, regarde le cochon. Pensez au cochon. OK, Karina. Est-ce que le cochon est grand ou petit? Classe, applaudissez-la! Karina, tu es super intelligente. Merci bien. Classe, regardez le petit. Oh, classe, est-ce que le cochon est petit ou tout petit? Tout petit. Karina, le cochon est petit ou tout petit? Oh, il est tout petit ou minuscule? Classe, il est tout petit ou minuscule? Tout petit. Okay, il est tout petit. Oh, classe, regardez-le. Oh, un cochon imaginaire. Pas grand.
Non.
Pas petit.
Non.
Tout petit. Oh, il est mignon. Ok, classe. Le cochon n'est pas grand. Ridicule. Il n'est pas petit. Il est tout petit. Et classe, pensez au cochon. Imaginez le cochon. Imaginez-le. Est-ce que le cochon est de quelle couleur?
Vert.
Il est rouge?
Oui.
Pardon.
Non.
Karina, rouge? Le cochon? Il est rouge?
Non.
Orange?
Non.
Classe, le cochon?
No.
Il est orange.
No.
Il est jaune.
No.
You're not going to say jaune because it's really hard to draw. So I had to use those very markers the other day to draw a yellow house and it drove me wiggy. Il n'est pas jaune, classe. Rien n'est jaune dans la classe de français. Classe, il est vert?
No.
Il est... Ouais? Karina, il est vert? Il n'est pas vert, classe. Ça, c'est stupide. Complètement stupide. Classe, il est rose?
No. Oui.
Ouais? Non? Ok, Karina. Pense. Pense bien. Est-ce que le cochon, il n'est pas petit? Il est tout petit. Est-ce que le tout petit cochon est rose?
Ok.
Applaudissez-la 2 fois. Non, classe! Pas comme ça.
Oh.
Applaudissez-la 2 fois. 1, 2, 3. Super, merci. Ok, classe. Le cochon, il n'est pas grand. Il n'est pas petit. Plutôt tout petit. Et il est rose. Ok. Il y a un cochon qui n'est pas grand, n'est pas petit, il est tout petit et il est rose. Ok, classe. Imaginez le visage. That means face. Show me visage. Pense. Imagine. Regarde. Visage. Nez. Bouche. Oreille. Menton. Barbe. Moustache. Cheveux. Nez. Bouche. Visage. You always want to start and end to me with the same thing. Otherwise they forget why you went down that path in the first place. Ok, classe. Regardez le cochon. Il est tout petit. Et imaginez le visage du cochon. Classe. Le visage. Ok. Le cochon est tout petit. Le visage du cochon, il est tout petit ou grand?
Grand.
Ok, classe, regardez-le. C'est un cochon tout petit avec un visage grand.
Si.
Grand
Grand.
ou très grand?
Grand. Grand.
Karina, le visage est très grand, énorme, géant. Ok, classe. Le cochon est rose. Rose. Et pas petit, tout petit. Il est rose, il est tout petit. Il a un visage très, très, très grand. N'est-ce pas?
Oui.
Yes.
Grand ou très grand?
Très grand.
Énorme. Ouais. Okay. You should get started drawing because we gotta hurry up. Okay. Oh, classe, okay. À propos du visage très grand du cochon, pensez au visage très grand du tout petit cochon. Son visage est content, heureux, ou triste? Oh, triste. Oh, content,
Content.
triste. This is why I have professeur 2. Karina, le visage est content. Classe, applaudissez-la une fois et demie. There's always a few of you. Classe, une fois et demie. There's always one. Classe, regardez le cochon. Imaginez, parce que, classe, le cochon est fictif. Le cochon n'est pas réel. Okay? C'est un cochon imaginaire. Okay? Regardez et imaginez le cochon imaginaire et pensez, ne pensez pas classe. Regardez le visage énorme du cochon. Et classe, Karina, le visage est content ou triste? Oh, content. Content ou hyper content? Hyper content? Super content ou juste content? Placide. Hyper content. Ok, place. Le cochon est tout petit. Son visage est très grand. Il est rose, pas rouge, pas orange, pas jaune, pas vert, pas bleu, rose. Classe, pour un cochon, rose est normal, n'est-ce pas? Oui ou non?
Oui.
Rose, cochon, ça c'est normal? Ouais, c'est complètement normal. Ce qui n'est pas normal est le visage. Le visage n'est pas normal, n'est-ce pas? Le visage est normal ou énorme?
Énorme.
Ouais, le visage du cochon est énorme. Et classe, le cochon est content ou super content?
Super.
Super content ou hyper content?
Hyper.
Ouais, le cochon est hyper content. So we could keep doing this for like a much more time, but we have to move on. So at the end, if we're going to use this to tell a story, you can do this with upper levels. With upper levels, you can talk about all kinds of other stuff, right? But we're going to have to move on. It could be plaid, for God's sake, okay? I mean, you could have all kinds of different, like, you know, details that you're talking about it, but we're just going to keep it really simple today. So at the end, no matter what, you want to find out why they feel the way they feel, because that's going to help you tell a story with it if you want to tell a story with it later. You don't necessarily have to tell a story with every single one of them. Some of them are more like beloved by the class than others. And at the beginning of the year, what I do is make a little gallery for each class of like 3 or 4 or 5 of them. And then one of them is usually really fun, and that's the one that you probably want to tell the first story with, right? Because everybody loves them. Like Mustache the corn dog. Who didn't have a mustache? Ironico, ¿verdad? So anyway, so what I'm going to do, since you guys are beginners, if this was an upper level class, you might be able to navigate this in the language. But I'm just going to ask you, I'm just going to review this pig and then ask you why it's so happy. And then that'll help us tell the story, right? Because we'll know a little bit about this little piggy. Okay, class. Regardez le cochon. Il est grand ou petit?
Petit.
Il n'est pas petit, il est tout petit. Et classe, il est triste?
No.
Hyper content.
Hyper
Et
content.
il est rose ou noir?
Rose.
Il n'est pas blanc?
No.
Il n'est pas violet?
No.
Il est rose, n'est-ce pas? Ouais. Et ça, c'est normal. Ok. Il est tout petit. Et son visage n'est pas petit.
No.
Son visage est grand. Très grand. Énorme. Et hyper content. Okay. So class. Why is this pig so happy? Oh my gosh, you're so smart. What is your name? Jordan. Class, after you say Jordan! Woo! Yeah, he's really happy because he was about to be made into like Canadian bacon. And now he's got a new lease on life because he ran away. That's so smart. Thank you. Okay, so you're finishing that up. Nice. Okay, so like I said, you don't always have to like move on from these. They're kind of fun in and of themselves. But you can do a bunch of extra stuff with them. They're really neat because like now the class is, you guys are all kind of into this, right? So you're not just starting like a story from just, you know, nothing. I used to just start my stories from like, it felt like I was just kind of starting them from nothing. I did a different type of storytelling for like 9 years. And so it was always like trying to get the class to like help me imagine with no, this is great because it's like a visual aid, right? So, and we're all kind of into it. Like we've got this character that we're about to start with to tell the story. So to me, it's a totally different feeling. It's not quite as nerve-wracking to try to get everybody bought into this story that we're going to create together because we're all working with this pig that we all somewhat watched him get made. You know, it's like going to the Cabbage Patch, and you're a Cabbage Patch Kid. So beautiful. It's so cute. I love it. Class, applaudissez là! Yes. Wait, I'm gonna have to ask you to do more though, because we're gonna tell a story with him. Okay. What time is it?
10:33.
Oh my gosh, we've gotta go really quick. Okay, this is gonna be like the world's quickest story. Okay. So usually this would be like the next. I've been sick, so this is a huge face. Oh my gosh. This to me would usually be the next day, and the good thing about this is that your brains have had a rest. So, so you've been in your normal life, right? You want to swim backwards or whatever. Or with that guy you like. You broke up with him. Then he texted you back. The boy that you like, right? So you broke up with him, then his friend texted you back. This all happened, right? So you're like a kid, right? So you've gone home, you broke up with a guy, his friend texted you back, said he still likes you, then you're happy, then you break up with him again, you get back with him again, now you're happy again, so you're back in school. Okay. This is middle school for you. So you've had like a chance to like take a break, right? So then I think it's good because your brain's gonna get another exposure to the same language that we use, but I'm not gonna have to like force it down your throat like I used to. I don't know why, I used to think like I had to get all these exposures to the same element of language in one day. And I've kind of loosened up on that, and it's done wonders for my mental state in class. Which is tenuous at best on a good day. Okay, so we're back again, and so then we like turn this around. And the kids love, I don't let them see this at the end of the class when we make it. I make them wait. Of course, the eager beavers like all like gather around, you know, the artist at the end of the class period on their way out. I've seen kids be like literally late to their next class because they're so excited about this. But anyway, so then we would review this, okay, and then you can either do the writing with a picture or not do. There's a bunch of things you can do. You can not do this. You can do writing with it. You can tell a story with it. You can write up the story. You cannot do any of that and just move on and make another one. You can tell a story like Jimmy Crow does. There's all kinds of things you can do, right? So this is a menu of options. So first I'm just going to review this, and then we'll tell a story with it, and then we'll do a writing on the story. And I'm going to have to go really quick, okay? It's going to be a very bare bones story. I just want to show you how you can review this, and like how you don't have to like point to anything. It's just right here. This is completely scaffolded for your comprehension. Oh, class, regardez! Regardez l'art. Nobody can ever hear that word in French. Regardez l'art de Marie.
Picasso.
De Picasso. Class, applaudissements de Picasso. Okay, class. Picasso a fait un excellent travail, n'est-ce pas? Ouais, fantastique, bon boulot, bon boulot. Classe, regardez. Oh, ça c'est le boucheron. Oh non, et classe, le boucheron, il a un couteau dans la main. Mais le cochon n'est pas triste. Il n'a pas peur. Il n'a pas peur parce que il s'est échappé. Et classe, le boucheron cherche le cochon avec le couteau. Mais le cochon n'est pas triste. Il est content. Au classe, content ou hyper content?
Hyper content.
Il est hyper content. Il sourit énormément. Et classe, le visage du cochon est très 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 grand. Et le corps du cochon est petit. Oh non, pas petit. Tout petit.
petit.
Ouais. Et il est rose comme moi. Et il sourit. Et le boucheron cherche le cochon. Okay, so I'll tell you a story. But before I tell you a story, I have to make a confession to you. I used to tell stories and they would take forever because I would get all like hung up on like how big the thing was and like what their name was and everything, and I would spend all this, and okay, there's like no such thing as bad input, right? So like as long as you're talking and they're understanding you, they're getting a bunch of learning. So I used to think like whatever, I'll just spend forever talking about the beginning of the story, and if we don't finish the story, no big what. But kids don't really like that as much as like finishing a story. That's why I think story listening is so powerful, because you're actually going to tell them the whole plot of the story. So I do need somebody to help me like keep going with the story. So okay, you got to point to somebody near you who's really smart, but like they're really impatient. And you've got a stare on you too. What's your name?
John.
John? Okay,
Yeah,
I want you to be the story driver. And this job is the most important job, I think, in the whole story, because you're gonna, okay, I would never do this for the kids. I would never show them. I would give John like a private little talk, but I'm gonna tell you what the levels are, okay? So level 1 is happening right now. We're like meeting and we're talking in English. And then level 2 is gonna be who it is, right? And that's gonna be like 2 minutes. Because we don't have much of time right now, John. We're gonna keep this thing moving. And then 3 is gonna be like where they're at. And literally, you gotta keep me moving. Okay, John, like 2 minutes, dude. And then level 4 is like they have a problem. And that's gonna be about 2 minutes. Usually in class it's a little longer. It's like 3, 4, 5 minutes. And then they're gonna go somewhere else to solve the problem. So they're gonna go. That's gonna be 2 minutes. And then if 4, 6, 8, 10. So, John, I don't want you timing me or anything because that makes me get a little nervous. So you're just gonna like think to yourself, because see, obviously all your colleagues know that you like are in the staff meeting, like, let's wrap it up. You're probably bored already with this whole list that I just made. I'm sorry, John. So what you're gonna do is if I start getting too long, you're just gonna be like this. Okay, and I'm just gonna use you as like the person to move me along. That way I won't spend too much time talking about like mundane details. Okay? John, literally, like 1 minute. I want this to be like quick, okay? Classe, applaudissez John. Non, classe, applaudissez John. Beaucoup. John est hyper important. Merci bien, John. Merci. And you are going to draw 2 different things. You're going to make 2 different panels, and one's going to be the problem, and one's going to be the solution. Okay? Okay, John. You ready? All right. So let's get started, people. All right. So I don't know why I'm looking at this. I kind of know what to do. Okay. I've already met. Honestly, I used to be like really like. I just want to tell you this before we get started. Sorry, John. 1 minute, John. 1 minute. I used to be like bell to bell French or bell to bell Spanish. I was like really into that. I thought maybe ACTFL would come and like give me, like knight me or something, and make me like teacher of the century. I don't know. But then I realized like it's actually kind of nice to like have a few controlled minutes of like talking in English with the kids. Because I started thinking about this, like if you don't talk to them in English, like you're never gonna actually connect with them. You know, like they're gonna be like, this lady, all she does is talk in French. Like, does she really even care about us? You know. So thanks to Ben Slavic, he's really into like connecting with kids, and so he made this system up, and it really helped me to kind of see like the value in spending a little bit of time just yakking. So during this time, maybe sometimes we talk about like, I don't know. At this point, my kids just like totally take advantage of me, and we just like yak and hang out, and we're just like joking around and stuff. But my kids love my class, and I love my kids, and I really think that this year, starting with this, has been really transformational for my students. There's a different feeling in my room this year because of the new work that I've been doing, so I just thought I'd put that out there. John, you're not staring at me yet. John, how about you do like this? There you go. That looks like you're applauding me, John. Like I might get all happy. Maybe like this, like. Yeah, like you're slapping me. That's good, John. I need you to slap it. Okay, class. Okay. Imaginez. Oh, I usually count backwards. I'll be like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Merci. Okay, classe. Il y avait un cochon. Et le cochon était tout petit. Et il avait un visage très, 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 très grand. Énorme. Et son couleur était complètement normale pour un cochon. Rose. Rose et normal. Et sa tête, son visage était super, super grand. Okay, son visage était très grand, sa tête était très, très grande. Et classe. Parce que le visage était tellement grand et parce que la tête du cochon était tellement grande, le cochon était très, très, très populaire avec les bûcherons. Ouais. Et classe. Le cochon s'appelait comment? Comment s'appelait le cochon? Monsieur Cochon, Mr. Pig. Comment s'appelait-il?
Violette.
Karina. Comment s'appelait le cochon? s'appelait Mr. Pig?
Jumbo.
Est-ce qu'il s'appelait Big Face?
Porky.
Comment s'appelait?
Delicious.
Karina, comment s'appelait le cochon?
Mademoiselle Moon.
Classe, comment s'appelait-il?
Jambon.
Karina, écoute.
Wilbur.
Bacon? Karina. Bacon. Classe, applaudissez-la! Ouais. Le cochon s'appelait Bacon. Et Bacon était super populaire avec les bûcherons parce que il avait une tête fantastique, une tête super grande. Et à cause de sa tête super grande, il était super populaire avec les bûcherons.
Okay.
Hey class, it's gonna be like the quickest thing ever, I promise. Hey class, où était où était Bacon? Au Canada! C'est parfait! Karina, est-ce que tu as dit au Canada? Elle est super intelligente! En classe, Bacon était au Canada. Et classe, exactement. Canadian bacon. Exactement où au Canada? À BC, à Vancouver, à Saskatchewan, à Toronto, à Québec. Où exactement au Canada? Tocino? Tocino! Oh my gosh! That means bacon in Spanish. That's so cute! Class. Who said that? Who said Tocino?
Tofino.
is so much better. This is like fate right here. Okay, class. Bacon était un cochon rose et tout petit. Well, le corps de Bacon était tout petit. Le visage de Bacon, la tête de Bacon était pas très normal. Okay. C'était une tête énorme, ouais, super grande. Et à cause de sa tête énorme, à cause de son visage super grand, Bacon était super populaire avec les bûcherons. Et Bacon était à Tocino, au Canada. Et classe, Tocino. Oh, il ne s'appelait pas Tocino. Il était à Tocino. Il s'appelait Bacon. Bacon était à Tocino. Et Français, espagnol. Okay.
Could be hard.
My classes, if I mess up, they all go like, Berkeley! and then like I have this rivalry going between like French and Spanish. Like French will be like, Español es stupide, and French and Spanish will be like, Francés es feo, muy feo. Anyway, I don't know, whatever. So, okay. And it's never the big words. Anybody teach two languages in here? It's always the little words. Is it always the little words for you? Like is and Ian. Ian is the worst. Okay. Bacon est à Tocino au Canada. Et Bacon est content, mais Bacon a un problème. Ouais, classe. Le bûcheron qui s'appelle Mr. Classe, comment s'appelle le boucheron? Hempler? Hempler? Is that like your boss?
It's big. It's a brand of
I was thinking.
Classe, il s'appelle Oscar Mayer.
Oscar
Le boucheron qui s'appelle Oscar Mayer cherche bacon avec un grand classe. Ce couteau est petit ou grand?
Grand.
Assez grand, classe. Pas super grand. Assez grand. Avec un grand couteau à la main. Oscar Mayer, le boucheron, cherche bacon. À cause de sa tête délicieuse et grande et son visage délicieux et grand, énorme, succulent. Alors, bacon est un peu nerveux. Juste un peu. Alors, classe, où est-ce que bacon va? Il est à Tocino. Où est-ce que bacon va?
Seamus Piggy.
Exact. Classe, où va bacon?
Washington.
Washington, D.C. Il ne va pas à Washington, D.C.
Hamburg.
Hamburg. Super intelligent, Karina. Est-ce que bacon va à Hamburg? Quel Burke. Ça, c'est fantastique. Classe, applaudissez-la 2 fois. Merci. Et applaudissez professeur 2, 3 fois. Et applaudissez-la 1 fois et demie. J'en reste moins. Ok, classe. Bacon va à Hamburg. Et classe, est-ce que vous pensez que bacon va à Hamburg lentement ou très vite?
Très vite.
Ouais, il va très vite à Hamburg. Et classe, à Hamburg, classe, à Hamburg, il y a une vache. Il y a une vache. Et bacon parle avec la vache. Et bacon sauve la vache. Pensez à Hamburg. Il n'y a pas de danger pour un cochon. Le danger est à Tocino. À Hamburg, il y a beaucoup de danger pour une vache, n'est-ce pas? Alors, bacon sauve une vache. Because obviously he understands, right? He just escaped a perilous fate himself. So this cow is going to be like his new best friend. Classe, applaudissez professeur 2. Applaudissez James. John. You're so important today that I'm going to
Madame,
be
les classes, c'est fini.
C'est fini. Ouais. Applaudissez-les! Applaudissez-vous! Super. Okay, so now we have a picture. This artist hasn't been able to keep up because we went so quickly, right? But I'm just going to show you the picture. And then what I like to do is do the picture and then do some writing. We're going to have to make the writing really quick, right? Because how much time do we have? Only 5 minutes. Ashley, let's just do the writing about him. Okay, I'll just do it right at
We have to
here.
limit it.
And we gotta go.
You know
Oh,
they
sorry,
have to
sorry.
limit. Yeah, they don't.
How much time? Go get the car. Oh yes, you're so smart. I love you. Okay, so what I call this, and I literally think I made this up because I googled it to see if it had ever been written before, and I don't think it has. So if anybody out there has ever heard of this before, then let me know. But I call it write and discuss. There's all kinds of CI techniques that are called blah blah and discuss. There's look and discuss, read and discuss. I think that's about it. But as far as I know, nobody ever called it write and discuss. But that's what it is. Like I was doing this and I was like, well, what could you call this to like teach it to people? And it's kind of like write and discuss. So watch this. We're not going to do the story. We're just going to do this. Okay? And I would usually do this under the document camera, but I don't want to deal with that. So I'm going to do it up here. Okay, class. Le compte de... Hey, class. Le compte de tocino ou le compte de bacon? What?
Bacon.
Le compte de bacon. Okay. Au... Whatever. Au Canada. Class, a hamburger ou a tocino?
Tocino.
What? A tocino. Il y a un tout petit cochon ou un petit cochon?
Tout petit.
Un tout petit cochon qui s'appelle... Comment s'appelle-t-il?
Bacon.
Il s'appelle Bacon, ouais. Point. Bacon a... Classe, est-ce que Bacon a un visage normal?
Non.
Il a un visage grand, énorme. Bacon a un visage énorme. Point. Okay, so I would just continue on like that. And the cool thing is that you haven't seen any of this in writing too much, and so now you're like watching it get put right in front of you in writing. And then, I don't have time for any of this, but you can go, if you contact me, I'll let you know about it more, but Ben Slavic came up with 20 different options for reading. So once you make this, there's all kinds of different things you can do with it, like different activities, like readers theater, or just, Steve doesn't like this. He says this is not professional input. But I see it a little differently. I think it kind of is. You tell me what you think. You have them do like this. Okay, let's do it together. You just have a kid point to it under the doc camera, and the class says it in English, right? So, in Canada, in Tocino, there is a real little pig who is named Bacon. So that's just one of them. There's tons of different things you can do, right? And this is a good time to like point out if you want to. I don't know, I might stop this. I just was like embroiled in this huge debate about it. But like pointing things out like, in English that is, you know, there is, that's 2 words. In French it's 3 words. Wow, foreign language. So just little tiny features of the language. Some people love to point them out, other people don't. I used to do it more. I think I'm gonna quit, actually, based on a discussion I was just involved in, but anyway, so then you kind of have this text that's really completely appropriate for your class's level. You didn't have to make it on your own. I used to type them up on my own, and then I realized I'm too lazy for that. I don't make that much money. I have other things to do. So making these texts in the classroom has been really useful for me and my kids. And then you can type them up and make them into, you know, things for them to read during free reading time. And it's just a really successful experience for everybody. And also you can do the reading one day, and then the next day you can like just do reading more activities with it, right? Like, and they're not like activities, like it's not like output activities or like grammar activities. It's like you're giving them more input and you're using this text as a base, right? So they're reviewing it. I think I have time for 2 questions. Yeah.
What was the name of Ben Slavic's? You said he created a bunch of different ways to do
Reading options.
reading options.
Yeah, 20 reading options is what he calls them.
Okay, thank
He has a
you.
website, benslavic.com, so I think they're on there. Yes?
When you have, you point, or the participants can read it in English, why in English as opposed
Well, I didn't get to tell you all the reading options, but usually the first one is that I will read it to them in French. And then I don't know, ask Ben Slavic. And then Steve says that's not appropriate. So, you know, but then Ben gets all like mad about it. He's like, I'm a classroom teacher, that helps me out, you know. I kind of like to watch them to see if everybody's like able to do it. Just because if somebody's like completely lost, then I'm like, I don't know, maybe they're not getting
I
it.
don't think it hurts them to have.
I don't think it hurts them, but according to Steve Cushion, it's not really 100% kosher. But, you know, it is a story about bacon, so nothing's gonna be 100% kosher. Any other, well, I said I had 2 questions and I gotta go. All right, so if you wanna keep in touch, please take a note of this. I would love to see you at this conference. It's gonna be all this kind of stuff all week long, okay? And Ben will be there. You can ask him, you know, your questions about his reading options. He knows all about them. Thank you guys.
Tina, the drawing. You forgot to show the drawing.
Oh, I didn't get to show